समझ नहीं आ रहा अपने सैलरी इंक्रीमेंट का क्या करूं।
बेटा इतना क्या सोच रहा है, अपने म्यूचुअल फंड्स के एसआईपी का टॉप अप करा ले। दिस इज द राइट टाइम।
क्या समझ में नहीं आया।
बेटा इतना क्या सोच रहा है, अपने म्यूचुअल फंड्स का एसआईपी टॉप अप करा ले। दिस इज द राइट टाइम।
अब समझा।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
The BJP is getting all set to make history in Maharashtra, in particular in Mumbai, where the party is set to have for the first ever time its own mayor, as the party seizes control of the BMC, one of the wealthiest and most influential corporations in India. Devendra Fadnavis has emerged as the man of the moment, not just delivering India's financial district's control to his party, but also outfoxing and outmaneuvering the Pawars in their own bastion. The Congress has been a flop show in Mumbai, but has actually outperformed both the Thackerays and the Pawars in other parts of Maharashtra. Now, as Fadnavis celebrates his big win, we'll be talking in a moment from now to Axis My India's Pradeep Gupta, whose exit poll predicted this saffron surge. I'm Barkha Dutt. You're watching our special coverage of the Maharashtra civic elections. You can see celebrations erupting in the BJP headquarters in Mumbai. Devendra Fadnavis there being felicitated, very much the man of the moment, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, having overseen a stupendous performance by his party that in alliance with the Shiv-Sena, the Eknath Shinde Shiv-Sena, is all set to comfortably, not just comfortably, but handsomely emerge as the winners of the Maharashtra civic polls, in particular, the much coveted control of the BMC. The Thackerays, the brothers reunited, that reunion didn't do anything for them in the end, will be giving up control of the BMC after more than 25 years. In fact, both reunions of Raj and Uddhav, as well as of Sharad and Ajit Pawar in Pune, failed. They failed to stop the BJP juggernaut. There are other questions as well. What happens now to the political brand of the Thackerays when it's actually Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena that is moving ahead with the legacy of that brand? What happens to the Congress? It is one more defeat in a series of defeats since the Lok Sabha polls of 2024. And is Sharad Pawar really as deeply Machiavellian as the media has made him out to be, losing on his own turf in Maharashtra? A lot to talk about. I want to welcome our newsmaker, Pradeep Gupta ji, to the program now. He, of course, leads Axis My India. We all saw the Axis My India exit poll. And sabse pehle, congratulations, badhai. Namaskar, Pradeep ji. You got it bang on again. So good for you and congratulations to you. Any surprises in the actual trends that are coming in? Anything that you notice? And if it really does seem to tally with what you had forecast in your exit poll, what is the big message of this big saffron surge?
Thank you, Barkha ji, for having me here. And Axis My India, as you pointed out, rightly predicted the election outcome once again, correctly and accurately. And again, thanks to my Axis My India team, and their hard work is once again proven to be correct. Now, coming to the any surprises, I would say it's not a reversal surprises, but in particular in Pune, where Pawar's family coming together, both Sarad and Ajit Pawar NCP. Last what we have seen, out of 165 total wards, 140 wards trains. I'm talking about just half an hour back. It is 110 to 15. I mean, this is something. 115 to 15 is too much a gap. Too much a gap. I mean, nothing is left behind. I can say that.
Yeah.
For NCP, I mean that, even in Pimpri and Chinchwad, the same scenario. So everywhere BJP except Thane, and out of 29 total city elections,
Yeah.
BJP has been ahead in 23 to be precise, and Congress in Parbani and Latur.
Yes.
And everywhere else, these regional parties and others, out of these six, this thing, two places, the Congress is likely to form the government in that sense.
Now,
So no surprises. We have predicted 22 out of 29. So in fact, 23 BJP is ahead. BJP plus is ahead wherever they are in alliance or otherwise.
now I want to ask you to explain what happened to the Thackerays. And for this, I want to bring up a slide of your exit poll. In your exit poll, you actually found that because the demographics of Mumbai in particular have changed so much, you found that while the UBT was set to pick up, let's say, 49% of the Marathi vote share, that was not going to be enough, right? So, what we're really saying is that the UBT did not lose its hold over a certain kind of Marathi voter, but the North Indians and the South Indians, the others in Mumbai, actually all leaned towards the BJP. So I want you to explain this slide, and I want you to explain how you join the dots between this exit poll and the results today.
So, Barkhaji, I'll tell you, when it comes to the Marathi, about 50%, half of the Marathi vote share going to UBT, which is the case even in result and in exit poll as well. Because 70 is something Thackray brothers is likely to secure at this point of time, and we have predicted about 68 seats. So this very much hold good in that sense. Now, coming to what had happened is, over a period of time in 20 years, the demography of the Mumbai itself has changed. In that sense, now it is 37% Maharashtrian, the Marathi, and about 19% the minorities. Marathi plus minorities, we left with 44%. That include about 2% Christian community as well. So 42% non-Muslim, non-Marathi, non-Muslim, this Gujarati, Rajasthanis, North Indians found a substantial chunk, and most importantly, because of this Thackray brothers call for Marathi, Marathi, Marathi Asmita, the reverse consolidation has taken place, and that too among the North Indians 68%, among the South Indians 61%, and among the Gujarati and Rajasthani 69% for BJP plus. This is where you can see the real crux lies. So now the demography has changed, and the other side, Congress fought election separately in alliance with Vanchit Bahujan Agadi of Prakash Ambedkar, aiming or strategy of a national in a national context that Congress should get their core vote bank or traditional vote bank of minority and Dalit into their folds, and they do not alliance with the Thackray brothers this time. Had they aligned with this thing, the picture would have been different. There would have been
For
a
whom?
tough
Had the
fight.
Congress and UBT allied, the
Yes.
picture would have been different for both.
Yes, I mean, together, the way, I mean, in Lok Sabha, though the score line was 60 to Mahavikas Agadi, in that sense, united opposition, and 2 seats, one each for Shinde and BJP, Mahayuti. So it was 4:2. But this time, considering every fact and this thing, would have been the good fight, at least I can say that for sure.
So that runs counter to the theory that some people have, that basically that Uddhav Thackeray lost his way and his alliance with the Congress has hurt him ideologically. Your exit poll data actually shows that the Marathi vote more or less stayed with him, and it was a kind of reverse counter to that from non-Marathi communities, from North Indians, from South Indians and others, that actually helped the BJP.
Yes, absolutely. And in fact, minority vote got splitted into 3 to 4 fold. There are 3 big pockets of the region where the large population of Muslim communities there in Mumbai. One is the Kalba Devi and Bhaikala and Paidhuni, we call it town area, where Muslim vote got split between Congress and MIM, and third player is UBT there. when it comes to Govandi, Mankhurd, the Shivaji Nagar area, where seems this Samajwadi Party, MIM, and Congress, fourth number is UBT. MIM is likely to get about 7 wards, which is a big number. Big
Yeah,
number in that.
I wanted to ask you about the MIM numbers, even overall in Maharashtra.
Yeah.
Can we go to that slide and can you please talk about the split in the Muslim vote?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
So Muslim vote is about UBT 28%, Congress plus 41%, and others 19. If you see this, the bifurcation of Muslim vote, 41 to 28 to 19, and you know that Muslim vote tactically they have no ideology, only one ideology. Whoever is in a position to defeat BJP, they will vote for that. It's as simple as that.
When you look at these figures, 77 wards, last looked at for the MIM across Maharashtra, and as you said, the Muslim vote got divided somewhere to SP, somewhere to MIM, somewhere to Congress. Who did that help? Obviously, the BJP.
Of course, yes, the BJP and Mahayuti in some places, and there are two types of Muslim dominate. When you say where the Muslim population is more than 50%, then they fight among themselves. There is no question of any other party getting the benefit of apart from these Muslim parties. Where the vote is less than 50, the other reverse consolidation happen and Muslim votes divides help the BJP.
But
Which is always the case.
So what are we really saying? We're saying that Uddhav Thackeray, when we look at the controversy where Raj Thackeray used the word Rasmalai for Anna Malai, when he invoked Bala Sahib's old slogan of Lungi Hatao, basically we're saying that what worked for Bala Sahib 30 years ago is not working in the Mumbai of 2026.
Definitely, yes, because that time demography and equation was totally different. That time BJP was a minor player. When it comes to the BMC, the Mumbai that matter, that time Congress was a major front. And Marathi consolidation means a lot at that point of time because of Marathi population was around 45% 30 years back when you are talking about. Today it is 37%, and large number of Muslims and North Indians and Gujaratis and Rajasthanis has come to the Bombay, and now the BJP aligned. The North Indians is earlier they used to align with largely with the Congress, now with the BJP. So this time the BJP is in beneficiary of this, whereas Shinde has split it from Shiv Sena. He is also bringing some vote of Marathi for sure.
So let me ask you this question. What did the BJP do right and what did Uddhav Thackeray do wrong?
BJP tried to do some kind of unko to jeetna hai. They do some kind of inclusive line they have taken, whereas the UBT or the MNS or the Congress for that matter, and in alliance with the Bahujan Vinchit Aghadi, they have taken an exclusive line, one among the minority and the Dalit, second among the Marathi, whereas the BJP gone and projected themselves party for all.
Yeah.
Whether Marathi vote or don't vote, but they have projected like that alongside of the Shinde, and which has helped them. And if you see other way around also, Shiv Sena has never scored more than 100. Last time it was 84 united Shiv Sena. All party fought separately. So 84 is the best. Now they are likely to secure around 70, 72 seats. With the MNS, I would say they have not been decimated, but they have been defeated.
Talk a little bit about where this leaves the Congress. The Congress has been a non-performer, absolute non-performer in Mumbai. But the Congress didn't even try very hard in this election. None of its big leaders actually got involved in public meetings or Lok Sabhas. No significant Congress leader. How do you read the Congress's numbers?
So, Barkhaji, I kept on saying on your show and elsewhere always about the Congress. See, you will have to see Congress still lives or function in the legacy issue. These days, chunav meaning you have to true to yourself in the sense the objectivity.
मतलब आप कह रहे हैं
Who
कि
are you? You are a public
Congress is stuck
representative.
in the past. You're saying Congress is
Yeah,
stuck in the past.
stuck in the past, and you have to be there working for the people. Then only you can restore the lost faith. Where you are working, you are only coming at the time of election. And what's now particularly is all about the development, the local issues. Everybody knows their public representative by face, and they have a good access to that. So that is the precisely reason why you see so many others win. Correct? Because they are available there. Why they are winning? Because they are available there. They are working for people. It is as simple as that. So until and unless you start working for the people, it is very unlikely to revive and survive.
So you are saying that for the Congress, it is now an existential challenge about reviving and surviving.
I always kept on saying, unless you start and do like Prashant Kishore in Bihar.
Yeah.
आपको अपनी जमीन बनानी है, मेहनत करनी है भाई. अब 5 साल नहीं, अगले 5 साल ग्रेजुएट होने में 15 साल लगते हैं, लगेंगे 15 साल, बट आपको मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. अब वो लेगेसी के जमाने चले गए, राजा रजवाड़े के बाद फैमिली और डायनेस्टी और वो सब कुछ होता था. नाउ इट इज नो मोर. आपको काम करना पड़ेगा.
तो इसमें क्या कांग्रेस का एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर नजर आता है कि या इसमें कांग्रेस की आइडियोलॉजिकल लैक ऑफ क्लैरिटी नजर आती है? क्या नजर आता है? या इट इज सिंपली दैट द कांग्रेस लीडरशिप इज नॉट 24/7 पॉलिटिशियंस? मतलब आप किस तरह से इसको देखेंगे?
All put together, all the points you said, first you have to be very consistent in your efforts. When I say efforts, the only one thing hold good, which is the availability and accessibility to the people, not to your own leaders, but to the people also. This is very important. Like Rahul Gandhi, you must have seen, he tried yatra, connecting with the people, different cohorts of the people. कभी ट्रक ड्राइवर के साथ, कभी जैसे आप ये दिखा रहे हैं, बिहार में, कभी मखाना की खेती करने वालों के बाद. बट भाई साहब, वो सिर्फ चुनाव के समय नहीं होगा, और पूरे के पूरे अक्रॉस द लाइन आपको 5 साल तक लोगों के साथ जुड़ेंगे तो यू विल सी द रिजल्ट. बिकॉज आपके पास आपके ब्रांड इक्विटी कुछ तो है ना कांग्रेस की, इन कंपैरिजन टू न्यू पार्टी लाइक सब प्रशांत किशोर. तो आप यदि वहां पर आपके लोगों को यदि जीतना है तो वहां मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, एंड दैट टू 5 साल मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, और ईमानदारी से मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. जनता बेवकूफ थोड़ी कि आप अभी आए, अभी जुड़ गए और चले गए, तो उससे नहीं होगा. तो जिससे आपका कंपैरिजन है, जिसके साथ आपका कॉन्टेस्ट है, उन्होंने यही किया हुआ है. नरेंद्र मोदी जी की भी बात कर ले तो 85 के अहमदाबाद म्युनिसिपैलिटी के चुनाव का उनको इंचार्ज बनाया गया था. तब से लेके आज तक वो यही काम करते हैं, बस चुनाव जिताने का और जनता से जुड़ने का वगैरह वगैरह. उसके पहले फिर वो संघ और आरएसएस के प्रचारक थे. तो वो क्या कर रहे हैं? तो आपका मुकाबला उनके साथ है, तो उनके पैरेलल तो आना पड़ेगा ना भाई आपको. जहां तक जनता की बात है, जनता के साथ जो उनका कनेक्ट है वर्सेस आपका कनेक्ट, उसके साथ आपको उस तराजू के अंदर जगह पे बैठना पड़ेगा, तब खेल होगा.
बीजेपी की अगर हम बात करें तो आपने जैसे कहा मोदी शाह आर ऑफ कोर्स 24/7 पॉलिटिशियंस, बट लेट्स टॉक अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट देवेंद्र फडणवीस. मिस्टर फडणवीस, इवन अर्लियर जब बीजेपी के आंकड़े ज्यादा थे तो एकनाथ शिंदे को कुछ देर के लिए मुख्यमंत्री बनने की एक तरह से अपॉर्चुनिटी दी गई थी. देन दैट ऑफ कोर्स चेंज्ड. हाउ डू यू सी the Fadnavis brand? He is now inarguably emerged as one of the most important Gen X politicians in the BJP.
Definitely yes, because since 2014 he became chief minister. Since then he's been trying, and he is fighting against all the odds. Let me put it this way. I mean, he's not in Maharashtra, overall Maharashtra, anybody coming from Vidarbha is not seen in a good context, particularly in capital Mumbai. They all been Western Maharashtra, Marathwada bastion, and leaders has been the tall leader, and there are so many leaders, and he has seen through from Narayan Rane, who's been the ex Shiv Sena, ex Congress, to Bhujwal, to so many people, V.K. Patil, you name it, and Ashok Chauhan. Of course, there are so many other things, but until and unless local leaders align with them, how can they walk to your fold? I mean, there has to be some kind of a magnet to it. Though there are some other reason you may argue, but the most important thing that the local leader there should be aligned with the local leader, be it Shiv Sena Shinde also, Eknath Shinde also.
So what
Somehow,
happens now? What happens now to Eknath Shinde? The BJP has
nothing will happen. I mean,
no. When
Eknath Shinde was the leader of Thane, and he is having good time in Thane municipal election, and here is securing about 25 to 30 seats. They are not in good number for sure after contesting 90 seats.
Yes.
But you are taken away the Marathi vote to some extent, which is helping BJP and UT to win and form the majority.
Yeah.
In that sense, he is a very good utility or the useful in that sense.
So does he remain as useful to the BJP as he once was?
Yes, definitely yes, because it's not only the Mumbai, beyond Mumbai metropolitan, where the 10 Lok Sabha seats are there, and some part of the Marathwada, some part of the Vidarbha. He is having good following. Good following meaning he helps BJP win. It's in other words. Let me put it this way.
Now, clearly, the BJP is very firmly now the dominant partner in this alliance. But Eknath Shinde has managed to still carry the Shiv Sena with him. What happens to Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray now, according to you? What is their future?
Again, they will have to come to the drawing board. They have to come to the drawing board again. Next generation is ready. Whether Aditya Thackeray or the I think son of Raj Thackeray, Amit, they will have to come to the board. They have to start from the beginning and restore the faith among the people, and we'll have to say to be fair to them, there was a 25 years of anti-incumbency, you rightly pointed out. There has to be some time when some people want newness to that, and it's not that that's what I said, they've been defeated, but they've definitely not been decimated for sure, like Congress.
So you believe who are the biggest winners of this election is obvious. Who are the biggest losers of this election? Devendra Fadnavis is the biggest winner of this election. Who are the biggest losers of this election?
NCP 1, Congress 2, and you can say UBT 3.
So let's talk about the Congress. Why do you believe that the Congress has suffered a bigger jhatka than the Thackerays?
Congress has won last time 31 seats. Now they are coming to about 15, 16 seats. Last what I have seen that, because counting is taking time in Mumbai in particular. So half of it. So definitely they have suffered. They are reduced to half of it. As far as Thackray brothers or Shiv Sena is concerned, last time they secured 84 seats. This time about 72 seats. Not much of a difference, but it's still 10 seats down in that sense. And coming to NCP, this is very important. As I mentioned to you, in Pune, their stronghold bastion. In the context of BMC, you talk about Thackerays. In the context of Pune, you talk about NCP, and that too Sharad Pawar's. 110 for the BJP and 15 for the combined NCP. I mean, you can see what is happening.
Let's talk about the NCP for a moment. पहले तो मुझे ये समझाइए कि ये कैसा अलायंस है कि अजीत पवार डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर है, लेकिन वो शरद पवार के साथ लड़ रहे हैं बीजेपी के खिलाफ, और फिर भी बीजेपी उनको डिफीट कर देती है. अगर ये लोग पूछे ये होता कैसे है, तो आप क्या कहेंगे?
मैं इसीलिए तो दे हैव बीन डिफीटेड. लोगों को यही समझ में करते क्या भाई, इनका कुछ तो वो मॉरल या कुछ तो होना चाहिए कि आप यहाँ पे सरकार में, वहां उनके साथ हैं, वहां उनके साथ हैं. और आपने पास्ट के खासकर 1 साल का देखे हैं तो अजीत पवार के द्वारा दिए गए वक्तव्य और बहुत सारे विषय ऐसे हैं कि उनकी इमेज काफी डेंट हुई है. तो इससे बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी पॉलिटिक्स एंड दैट टू पुणे और दैट टू महाराष्ट्र और सिटी में पर्टिकुलरली कहाँ चलने वाली. इतने तो लोगों की विजडम है, इतने तो स्मार्ट इनफ है लोग की दे सी टू इट ये हो क्या रहा है.
तो अंत में प्रदीप जी, क्योंकि आई नो यू आर वेरी बिजी, आपसे बस यही पूछूंगी कि इससे अगर हम पॉलिटिक्स को एक मैक्रो वे में समझने की कोशिश करें तो हमें क्या क्या समझ आता है ये चुनाव देख के?
ये चुनाव देख के बस यही समझ में आता है कि भाई बीजेपी का टाइम इज ऑन, नंबर 1 टू डिफीट बीजेपी, जो कि आसान नहीं है। आपको जो बीजेपी के करता धरता है, जो जैसे आपने कहा मोदी शाह, वो 24/7 काम करते हैं, तो आपको उसी तरह, आपको तो उससे ज्यादा एफर्ट्स लगाने पड़ेंगे, बिकॉज यू आर इन अपोजिशन, दे हैव फार मोर बेटर बैंडविड्थ देन यू। तो उसके लिए आपको उससे ज्यादा एफर्ट्स करने पड़ेंगे, और दूसरा कोई चारा है नहीं। एफर्ट्स के सिवा, जमीन पे उतरने के सिवा कोई नैरेटिव, कोई कुछ भी बोल के, बता के, बोल बच्चन करके अब कुछ होने वाला नहीं है। यू विल हैव टू गो टू द ड्राइंग बोर्ड इन द कोर्ट ऑफ पीपल। उनके साथ मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, उनके सरोकार के विषयों के लिए उनकी मदद करनी पड़ेगी, एंड तब जाके आपका नंबर आएगा। नहीं तो दूसरे लोग भली कहीं पर एंटी इनकम्बेंसी बीजेपी के भी साथ राइड कर रही होगी, या तो वो खुद ही जीत जाएंगे, या तो एमआईएम और अलग अलग जगहों पे अलग अलग लोग, कहीं समाजवादी, कहीं कोई लेके आपका फायदा लेके निकल जाएंगे।
यही बॉटम लाइन है। बीजेपी का टाइम इज ऑन, 24/7 पॉलिटिशियंस है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर मेहनत से बनाई है, और उनको हराने के लिए मेहनत और कंसिस्टेंसी के अलावा लीडरशिप कम्स लेटर, आइडियोलॉजी कम्स लेटर, but there is no substitute for consistency and hard work. Thank you, Pradeep Gupta. Again, congratulations on Access My India getting it bang on, right on target. Wish you well and hope to see you again soon. Namaskar, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.